Alright, today we're doing front brakes on a 2016 Ford Escape. It's an SE. I don't really think it makes a difference. We're replacing them with these Wagner TQ, part number QC1563. This was the old pad. Car has 45,000 miles on it, so these are the original Ford pads. One of them still had the emblem on it, so these are the new ones. As you can see, much thicker. So obviously we cracked the lug nuts first, jacked the vehicle up, removed the wheel. You got this clip that needs to come out, and people said that these things go flying everywhere. I didn't have an issue with it. Then in the back, you take these rubber or plastic caps off. There's two of them, one up here and one down below. These are the caliper bolts. You're going to use a 7mm hex Allen to remove those. I'm going to set the camera down and get those two bolts loosened and get them slid out and remove this clip. Okay, so I got this loosened, and you just kind of have to help it along. I just actually use my finger now to get it to, when you see it, you can actually pull it. So there it is. I'll hit this with a little bit of grease on the end of it. Next is this clip here. I'm going to use both hands. I didn't bring my tripod. I'm going to control this just so it doesn't hit me or go flying across the room. But like I said, the other side I didn't have an issue. Okay, so I'm going to try this and hope I don't drop my brand new phone. So I put the screwdriver in here, and I'm just going to hold this here to control the what's going to happen here. So, and that's it. So it just comes out. The new brake kit came with new ones, but I found that these OEM ones fit in there a little nicer. So the people that say that these things go flying everywhere, I'm not sold on that. So next we're going to remove the caliper. I'm going to set it up on top here. Okay, so the caliper's off. You can see that it was time to change these. I'm going to clean up everything with the wire wheel, and see these rust areas. I'm going to hit them with just a little bit of grease. I'm going to spray everything down with the brake cleaner. Clean, grease, and then insert the new pads. I'll take this out, flip it around, put my C-clamp on, compress the piston. Other vehicles, I've taken off the cap and created a real mess. So with the other side, what I did was I just broke it loose just in case it needed to burp some air out. Compressed it, burped it, tightened it, compressed it, burped it, back and forth 2 or 3 times, and didn't have an issue. I had good pedal when I did the first side. So we're going to go ahead and do this side next, clean everything up. Okay, so the piston is compressed. You can still see metal that it bottomed out, so I'm confident that it's all the way in. And like I said, I just kind of came up here and went like that and then tightened. So it's tight now. I had an issue with my Jeep where I had this cap off, and I believe I was told to do it that way, and there was fluid everywhere. So I'm not making that mistake again. If anybody wanted to chime in the comments and let me know. But like I said, I did the first side, and I have good pedal after a couple pumps. So okay, so I cleaned the slide surfaces, put a little bit of grease on, and this new pad's in. This other pad has a clip on it that gets clipped inside the piston, so I'm doing that next. Okay, so the caliper's on. I'm gonna tighten these 7mm Allen caliper bolts. What I like to do is to put this in and start this by hand. That way I know I'm not cross-threading anything. I got top one, the bottom one. I'll tighten them down by hand. Just give them a little tap with a hammer. Put the caps back on, and then put the spring in the front. Okay, calipers back on, spring clips back on. I just tapped this with a hammer to make sure that these were seated. Go ahead, put the wheel back on, the lug nuts back on, get it back down on the ground, start it up, push the pedal a couple times till I get a solid pedal. So that was it. Pretty easy job. I'm guessing it took me about an hour, but in no hurry. Thanks for watching. This is Mr. Bill. Okay, so I decided to take it around the block just because it's my mom's car and she lives on a hill. Thanks for watching. This is Mr. Bill. Please feel free to comment, like, subscribe, etc. Thanks.